All right, so, that's a kind of a question that is asked probably a little bit too often because it really sidetracks us from, the main deal when it comes to your weight. First of all, when somebody gains weight, someone is really just simply living unhealthily. And all one needs to do is to strive to develop a healthy lifestyle, and you not only lose the weight, but the weight doesn't come back because you want to develop a lifestyle, not find some drink to take off the weight and then gone back to what have you. But, and there are so many other factors that play a role in terms of the management of your weight, like your sleep. A lot of people are overweight because of lack of sleep. People, for example, who work on shifts, who do not get enough sleep, are somewhere between 27 to 70% fatter than people who are sleeping at night, who have similar lifestyles, except for the fact that they are sleeping at night. And this is just because of the hormones and so on, which they do not get when they are working on shift. So, and then exercise, no matter how you drink or eat, without that physical activity, which is burning the calories, then, losing weight can become an elusive experience, But if I were to then consider all of that and then try to answer your question, I would say then you would want to have stuff with fiber in it, stuff which is going to fill you up. So the Irish moss, for example, is good because it's not going to give you weight, but it's going to fill you up with the fiber. Your fruits, natural fruit with lots of fiber. So instead of just squeezing the juice out of the orange and drinking that as a fruit juice, you want stuff with pulp in it, like the mango and the papaya and all of that, the watermelon, even with seeds in it, and just blend up, right? You can strain, but not necessarily to a very fine sieve, So you get this fiber which helps in filling you up. And then, of course, the fatty stuff, one of the best fats to use to manage your weight is coconut. Because coconut is built differently from other fats. It contains more than other fats, medium chain fatty acids. And these medium chain fatty acids have particular characteristics about them, and one of them is that it increases your metabolic rate slightly. Now, your metabolic rate is your body's ability to burn calories. Some people, they come into life, no matter how much they eat, they remain slim because they have a high metabolic rate, which burns off whatever is coming in. And then you have other people who, they might say to you, they just smell the food and it seems as if the bones are piling on. They have a low metabolic rate. So, what's good for the goose is not necessarily good for the gander. You have to find your own situation. You have to recognize that if you and your partner gets up in the morning, exercises on the same track, eat the same breakfast, rendezvous back at lunch, eat the same lunch, come back at dinner, eat the same dinner, he may lose 3 pounds, you may gain 1. Because of the difference in your metabolic rate. So when you eat things like coconut, it'll step up your metabolic rate just a little bit. And the other thing, of course, it has lots of fiber, so it fills you up, and then replaces that other meal, So, also coconut tends not to be stored in the body as fat. It tends to go straight to the liver where it's burnt as an energy source. So in this way, it behaves again a little bit differently from other fats too. So those coconut shakes are great for people who are interested in losing weight.
Well, let me hear you say mountain.